So it's Mindset Monday. And apparently I am doing this every week, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. But look, the thing that I want to talk about today is long-term thinking and the mindset of long-term thinking. Because in the short-term thinking, sometimes you have to make sacrifices or do things that you didn't necessarily expect to do, or things just don't necessarily go the way that you expect them to go. And if you're not thinking long-term, then it's easy to get caught up in that moment, in that decision, in that action, in whatever it was, and go, well, this sucks. Case in point, like when we were getting the business off the ground and trying to do some things with it in the early days, to be able to fund that, we used a bunch of our savings. We sold off cars that we had that we particularly liked, but to be able to achieve the long-term goal that we were aiming for at the time, we sold those things. For those of you who knew me back then, you would have seen me sell off those things. And you know what, we eventually replaced them with other things, but then eventually sold them off again to do other things. And it actually got to the point where we realized we don't actually need those things. They're nice to have, but for the place that we were at and just for life in general, they weren't a need. Anyway, you could take that and apply that to what I've been talking about in taking on higher education, scaling back business and doing more study and all that kind of thing, but that's not really where I was going with that. I've been talking to people who have been going through things like this, oddly enough, and had to remind them, remember the long-term goal, think longer term, because what you're doing in the short term is enabling you to get there. And the long-term goal is more important than what's happening here and now in the short term. Even if it doesn't look great, even if it feels bad, if it's getting you to that longer-term goal, it's a positive. Anyway, I hope you grab hold of that. I hope you remember that. I hope you understand that. If you're going through some stuff with that, if you want to talk about that, if you'd like to delve into that and explore that a little bit more, feel free to come talk to me, because as you can just tell from what I've told you, I've been through some stuff with that. But anyway, other than that, I hope you're having a great day. If this didn't help you, maybe pass it on and see if it helps someone else. Other than that, I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.